Hi everyone, this is Ada. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about op shopping, or as the Americans call it, thrift shopping. So going and purchasing from a thrift shop or an opportunity shop to get something that is good value. So over the years, when my children were little, I used to thrift shop a lot, because I only had a certain amount of money for fashion. I love fashion, I've loved it for years, and I used to go in and have a look and see what I could buy. So recently, unbeknownst to a lot of people, I went back to it, but not a lot like I used to, but just every now and then I'd buy a few pieces. So I thought, why not do a video and over the years just tell you what I found. I think I'm going to start thrift shopping a lot more, because it is so good for the environment, for recycling. It helps the less privileged in our society due to buying from the Salvation Army or St. Vinny's or whatever, and it's just good on a whole to pass things along. I think each piece has a story. So I've written a few notes here on what I do when I go, and like I said, I've done it years ago and I've done it now. So what I do is I go with a plan. But I keep the plan very loose, because if you find something that's a real bargain, snap it up, because it won't last. So go with just a bit of a rough plan on what you're looking for. But just because things are cheap or inexpensive doesn't mean you need them or you should buy them. Number two, allow time. You need time. I prefer to go by myself, unless you've got a friend who's a real thrifter as well. Allow time, and I'm talking about hours. So you have to be aware that you won't just walk into a thrift shop and find something straight away. Quite often, especially with accessories, it'll be at the bottom of the pile. Number three, also ignore the size label. So I have tried on anything from a size 6 to a size 14, because a lot of labels, one, have been cut out, so people are taking a guess when the ladies are, or the men are sorting out the back. They won't know what size it really is, so they'll take a guess, and quite often they haven't sorted properly. So always look in different sizes, and also look in the men's section, because, for example, what's next on my list is I want a jacket. So I want a jacket that's a good quality jacket, and it just may be in the men's section. So I'm still looking for that. The next thing I would suggest is look for quality. So don't just go and buy things, like I said, because they're cheap. You want to look at whether it fits your style, whether the material is good, what condition the item's in. For example, my style, or when I go op shopping, is I like to look for vintage pieces or pieces that just grab me. Okay, they have to maybe color, the label, anything like that. But there's a lot there at thrift shopping that is just not good quality. It's really, really worn. So you want something that's in good condition and a good label, and that is just a bit special to have in your wardrobe. Another thing is go to different locations. So don't just stay at one thrift shop, because I have found, I'm in a fairly well-to-do area now, living in a unit, but I found my thrift shop here not as good as the one in the suburbs. So I'm going to show you a few things that I have got over the years in thrift shopping. But yeah, so check different locations. Also, don't, you have to go back. Even I found the other day, I bought a dress, which I'll show you soon. But you have to go back, like we went back a couple of hours later because I was with girlfriends, and there was some real gems there. And that was only 2 hours later on the same day. So you really, really have to go back and spend the time to find those special pieces. So the next one is take your phone. So what I do is, for example, if I find a piece and I'm not too sure on the label, I Google it and I find out whether it's an Australian label, whether it's a designer label, whether it's a vintage piece, and I have found that that helps me so much in the decision to buy. So I look at the cost on what they've got on it, the label and also the history of that label. Also, dress comfortably. If you're going to try on clothes, you need to be really prepared. You have to try clothes on because the sizes don't mean anything, and there's no point saying this is size 10, it'll fit me. Get it home, it'll look disgusting. So you really do have to be prepared to spend the time to try it on. So wear something comfortable, maybe a skirt and top, skirt and jeans, so you can just strip off, or something that's easy. So they're my tips. I'm just going to show you what I have bought over the years thrift shopping. Now, this you would have seen on Instagram. This is my latest buy. This is a dress, and I love this dress. It had $10 on it, and I took it to the counter, and it goes, orange tag, orange dress, $2. $2! And this one, I don't think it's hardly even been worn. It is a Johnny Dexter. Now, I hadn't heard of Johnny Dexter. I did a Google on it. Now, it's a vintage label, Australian label, I believe. Sells on eBay. Not overly expensive, but I love the colour. I like the beading. And I think the vintage comes through here in the beading and the needlework here with the colour. So I feel really good in this. And for $2, well and truly worth it. And I'll wear this time and time again. So love that. This one I'm going to add because we did a swap party. So this one I got from my friend. This has been in my collection probably 4 or 5 years now. Love it. It's a little vintage bag. Didn't pay anything for it, like I said, but well and truly it will be in my closet, my wardrobe for a long time. This one I got the same day I got that orange dress. Now, the reason I like this is it was just different. So it is a clutch that has, they've made it out of all food labels, I think. And when I opened it up, it hadn't been used, and it actually had tags. So it is the Trading Circle, helping women trade out of poverty. So it's got a card, the label is still on it, so it's never been used. So I thought that would be great just for a night out, or just jeans, and so really like that one. This one I've had for quite a few years. I got this at a pre-loved designer store. This is what I did. I Googled this to find out the, what this label was. This is called Astor. It's an Italian label, and when their point of difference is the leather, and also they hand do all these designs on them. So this one's a simple flower. When I looked and Googled it all, there was a lot of, they do hand design prints on their pieces. Now, I have used this and used this. I think I paid a bit more for this because it was at a pre-loved designer store. I think it was $100 or $80, but honestly, I can use it as a clutch. I love it. The leather's beautiful. Really happy with that. The same day, I also got this Glow Mesh. I knew Glow Mesh was an Australian brand, but when I looked it up, I think this is a US Glow Mesh, which is, so it's a different sort of glow mesh. Haven't used this, but I'm so glad to have it in my collection because I love the colour. So they are my recommendations for thrift shopping. I will continue to thrift, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, because I post pictures of my outfits and my thrift finds on there. So everyday pictures go on Instagram. So don't forget everyone, Ada Loves Style. See you again next time. Bye.
Small town, big crowd, and there you were in front of me. Small talk, big thoughts, all we wanted was to escape. This sounds too small for dreams like this. Don't wanna settle down, don't wanna miss out on adventures, things we haven't seen. Take my hand and follow me. Baby, we're leaving midnight. It's time for a change, let's get out of here. We'll never look back, this is our time. We're leaving at midnight, leaving at midnight.
If you like this video, please subscribe, push like, and follow me on Instagram. And don't forget everyone, Ada Loves Style. See you again next time. Bye.